Welcome back here on DouglasCountyDigest.com for this first round matchup in the IHSA playoffs between the Villa Grove Blue Devils and the West Central Cougars. And the Blue Devils, the home team, with a pretty comfortable 28-0 lead at half, alongside Alan Patton, Jerry Girardi, and a pretty good drive, very good drive so far for the Blue Devils in the first half, to say the least. 28-0. We're seeing a good all-around effort by the Blue Devils, offensively, defensively, as well as some special teams. Alan Patton, take us through that first half.
Well, the Blue Devils got on the board first with 8:05 left to go in the first quarter. Shane Frick on a 7-yard pass from John Henderson. Bjorn Oberg's point after kick made it 7-0 in favor of the Blue Devils. That then with after a interception by Austin Hubbard, returned the ball down to the 3-yard line. 4 plays later, Noah Palmer, caught an 8-yard pass from Henderson with 1:38 to go in the first quarter. Oberg's kick made it 14-0. Then in the second quarter, after a Noah Palmer fumble recovery, gave the ball to Villa Grove at the 15. Austin Hubbard scored on an 8-yard run, and the kick was no good. It was 20-0 in favor of Villa Grove with 7:22 left to go in the first half. And then with late in the first half of play, Gabe Palmer scored on a 6-yard pass from Henderson. The try for 2 was good. We were asking around. We still don't know. But everybody has their own theory, so we'll figure out. We'll have a drawing or something to see who gets credit for that one. But anyway, that made it 28-0 in favor of the Blue Devils. Villa Grove with the edge in the statistical department. Rushing the football, John Henderson, 13 carries, 132 yards, leading the way. Terrion Price, 14 carries for 42. Austin Hubbard, 1 carry for 8 yards, and Wyatt Beasley fell on a football for a 5-yard loss. So Villa Grove, 29 rushing plays, 177 yards. For the in the passing department, Henderson, 5 of 11. I think that's the most passes he's put up. Well, he put up 11 against Cerro Gordo back in that loss to the Broncos, but he has completed 5 of them for 34 yards. He's had one intercepted right at the end of the half for 34 yards, 3 touchdowns to the Palmer boys. Noah, Gabe, and Shane Frick also has a touchdown reception. 211 total yards in the first half for the Blue Devils. Noah Palmer. I keep saying Nate.
That's
it's
okay.
Noah.
That's okay.
No, it's not.
No.
We'll get phone calls from the Palmer family saying it's Noah, you nut. And so anyway, Noah Palmer with 2 catches.
Everybody loves the nut.
Not when you're saying their kid's name.
Oh, okay. Proceed, sir.
Yes. Noah Palmer, 2 catches, 12 yards, and a touchdown. Shane Frick, 1 catch, 7 yards, and a touchdown. Hubbard, 1 catch for 9 yards, and Gabe Palmer, 1 catch, 6 yards, and a touchdown. Villa Grove's turned it over once on the interception late in the first half. 11 first downs. Hubbard punted once for 26 yards, and 5 penalties for 40 yards, including a 20-yard walk-off on a pass interference call that we still don't understand. And for West Central, Corey Barnett, 4 carries, 12 yards rushing. Austin Bass, 8 carries, 21 yards. Drew Barnett, 7 carries, 42 yards. And Brandon Reed, 2 carries for 7 yards. So that's a total of 21 rushing plays, 82 yards in the first half for West Central. Corey Barnett put the ball up 4 times. 3 of them were incomplete. 1 was intercepted by Hubbard. So total offense, 82 yards for the West Central Cougars. Barnett punted once for 58 yards. They have 5 first downs in the first half unofficially. They've lost their only 2 fumbles. Those were recovered by Noah Palmer and Bjorn Oberg, and they've been called for 2 penalties unofficially for 20 yards. So that's about the way it stacks up for the first half of play for the statistical part of it for these 2 ball clubs. Villa Grove leading 28-0 at the halftime break as both teams come back onto the field to take their 3-minute warm-up time before we start the second half of play.
And I'll be getting a phone call, by the way, from the Frick family. That was Shane Frick on that 2-point conversion. Our spotting team here at Villa Grove came over in the midst of our halftime show, if you will, and I did get a 4 right, but I didn't see that 1 next to the 4.
Yeah.
So Mr. Frick with the 2-point conversion to go along with that touchdown catch. And we must mention the folks whose generosity we are grateful for bringing us Douglas County Digest Fall Sports. Edward Jones, Jim Kleiss, serving Douglas County in Tuscola on Route 36. Villa Grove State Bank, your community bank since 1919 in downtown Villa Grove. Arthur Flowers and Gift Shops, flowers, gifts, and 20 flavors of fudge in downtown Arthur. Longview State Bank, we belong together with 4 locations: Villa Grove, Newman, Camargo, and Sydney. State Farm, John Davis, serving all of Douglas County, located in Tuscola. By the Hillard Insurance Agency, your neighborhood agency in both Tuscola and Villa Grove. Main Street Gallery, local Douglas County photos and frames in Arcola. Rick's Country Market, the freshest foods with down home prices in Villa Grove. Hilligoss Schrader Funeral Homes in Tuscola, Arthur, and Arcola. A Patterson Springs Bed and Breakfast in historic Patterson Springs between Camargo and Tuscola. Polly's Barbecue, the best smoked meats cooked right here at home in Arthur. Sewing by Kathy, alter, repair, or new, it's up to you in Tuscola, next to Edward Jones. Tuscola National Bank, the only locally owned and managed bank in Douglas County since 1890. State Bank of Arthur, a great country full-service bank since 1910. And throughout the regular season, our special thanks to the cities of Arcola, Arthur, Tuscola, and Villa Grove. And we wish both Villa Grove continued good luck, and also Arthur, Lovington, Atwood, Hammond, best of luck as they are playing at Carlinville for their first round matchup in the IHSA playoffs, and for Coach Dale Schuring and company, their first trip to the postseason since last leap year, 2008. And for Villa Grove, Chad Musselman company, they're back here in the playoffs, and for Musselman, 5 playoff appearances in his 6 years so far here in the 61956. Alan Patton, do you have some more numbers for us?
Yeah, there were 3 games played last night in Class 1A. Ottawa Marquette defeated Luther North 44-8. Stark County defeated Monmouth United 28-14. And then Flanagan Cornell Woodland defeated Colfax Ridgeview 22-14. The winner of this ball game will play the winner of the Maroa Forsyth Dupo game, and if Villa Grove would win, they would be going on the road no matter what. If Maroa wins, Maroa would be the higher seed. If Dupo wins, they did not have a home game in the first round, so Villa Grove will have to travel for their second round game, whether it's a short hop to Maroa or a long distance trip to Dupo remains to be seen. But Maroa is the number 2 seed as we get the second half underway with a bouncing kickoff.
Who's going to get it? Up for grabs. Bayes has shot. Loose ball. I think Villa Grove got it. They do. Wow. Oh, my.
Noah Palmer came up with the kickoff. It bounced past a couple West Central players. I don't know if anybody touched it, but after it went 10 yards, it was a free ball, and Noah Palmer got down there and busted his hump to get to the football, and he fell on it at the 25-yard line. And Villa Grove really coming out with authority here in the second half as they take the field.
And here's a pitch there to Terrion Price, right side with room. 20, 15, 10, 5. First and goal to go
Well, they're going to mark it at the 10,
10-yard line, yes. There's the line judge there. Boy, he had some nice room there. Man, an explosive start in favor of the Blue Devils here to start the second half.
Ball marked at the 10-yard line, so it's 1st and goal for the Blue Devils.
Henderson pitch out to Price. Room on this side. Turns the corner. Close to the goal line. Is he in? He's in for the touchdown! Terrion Price turning the corner to pay dirt. And the Blue Devils go up 30-0, and this second half is not even 21, so it is 21 seconds old. Wow. They're making a statement here.
Price went right for 15 on the first play, came around to the left side for the last 10, and Oberg is going to try to kick the extra point. At least he's set up to kick the extra point. John Henderson will hold. The kick is blocked.
Wes Lashmit, number 25, with the block there. He'll get credit for it. But nonetheless, a nice nice way to start that second half, to say the least there. That was an onside / squib kick there.
Well, he just bounced it.
Bounced it down.
Just a kind of a bouncer, and I had plenty of distance on it. It just, you think of an onside kick as just barely going the 10 yards, but he hit it hard, and it bounced right up down the nearest hash marks, and bounced past a couple West Central players. And I don't know if it touched anybody, but like I said, after it went 10, it's a free ball, and Noah Palmer recovered the football at the 25-yard line. And 2 plays later, Villa Grove is 6 more points on the board.
Let me ask you this, Sal Patton. If another 6 is scored, will there be continuous clock?
Yes.
Yep. So even the playoffs. So that answers my question.
Yep. Get to the 40-point mark in the second half. You got the running clock. I'm sure West Central would like to get something going, get something on the board.
Henderson's kick, a little more height to this one.
Kind of hits and dies.
Bays from the 15. 15 more yards afterwards to the 30, and that's where the Cougars will get a crack on offense. Mercifully for them for the second half first drive there. That first their first second half drive non-existent, so this will be their first drive in the second half. Non-existent because of a great special teams play there by the Blue Devils, resulting in some points on the board. I'll tell you, Villa Grove has been very successful, to say the least. And here is a handoff, and here is Barnett, stiff arm, one block there, and he gets all the way.
Gets to almost to midfield. Drew Barnett.
20-yard pickup there for number 44, Barnett. Terrion Price with the tackle there. Along the way, a little stiff arm action there by Barnett to pick up that nice chunky yardage.
Drew Barnett, 5'10", 185.
Wishbone formation. And Drew Barnett, he's going to get one.
Yeah, he got probably to the 49 of Villa Grove. So it's got to be 2nd and 9. Barnett has carried 9 times for 63 yards. He seems to be the workhorse for the Cougars today, although Austin Bays is the leading rusher on the season.
Quarterback keeper there, Corey Barnett, calls his own number there, and he's going to get 4 yards there.
And right at the 45-yard line.
Will be 3rd and 5 with 10:40 to play in this third quarter.
Looks like a wishbone formation. Both ends are tight for West Central.
Bays is the runner. 35-30, 25-20, still on his feet. And Austin Bays is in for the first touchdown, the first points of the game for the Cougars. 45 yards out.
For Austin Bays, that's his 13th touchdown of the season. So West Central gets on the board. Fourth play, 70-yard drive. West Central, they don't kick the extra points, they run them. And Drew Barnett goes in for the 2.
That makes the score 34-8. I'll tell you, the offensive line and the blockers had that line pretty sealed up there for Austin Bays to take it around the right side, and broke a couple tackles along the way. Just was able to shed those off on his way to the end zone there. And
66 yards on 9 carries for Bays. His long in the season is 61. And so West Central on the board. See what they try to do on the kickoff here. See if they, I just noticed somebody that looks like Logan Vollmer. He held up his hands like he was ready for anything. Of course, you're down by 26 points. You need to be ready for, or rather up by 26. Yep.
Onside.
And that just barely goes to 10.
Skylar Orwick there grabbed it for the Blue Devils.
Good heads-up play. It didn't look like it was going to go the full 10, but Skylar Orwick came up with the football for the Blue Devils. So it's going to be Villa Grove ball at the 49 of the Blue Devils. Ball needed to go 10. It went 11.
In favor of Villa Grove, yes. Yes, it did.
And just barely 11.
I'll tell you, it looked good there for a moment there for West Central, but the Blue Devils said,
right,
yeah, we'll get it. Under center is Henderson on first down and 10, and he's going to keep it. Was able to spin away off the right side there. And he'll pick up a gain of about, what do you think, about 3, Alan?
Yeah, 3. I thought they were starting at the 50, but yeah, they're going to mark it at the 48 of West Central.
9:50 to go in this third quarter.
So 2nd and 7. Just across the 49. There's
loose ball. He covered up.
So Henderson falls on the football. Loss about a yard. 134 on the rushing yards for John Henderson on 15 carries. Going to be 3rd down and 8. Ball just across the midfield stripe.
Okay, Palmer wide left. Wing left is Hubbard. Henderson a throw, and that is incomplete. A bouncer there. Trap ball as Palmer caught it, but it was off a bounce there. Incomplete, 4th down.
Henderson 5 of 11 now in the passing department for 34 yards and 3 touchdowns. I think that's the most touchdown passes he's had in the season. Austin Hubbard gonna punt. He had 1 punt for 26 yards in the first half. Gets a good snap, gets a kick away.
Another nice
and
kick.
It almost bounces over Bay's head at about the 20-yard line. Flag is thrown.
Another nice punt there, but we'll check the marker there.
We're going to say about a 30-yard punt. And the flag was thrown on the return. Haven't seen there we go, illegal block in the back against West Central. So that'll move the ball. It was thrown about the 21, 22 yard line. Let's see where they...
Another quality punt by Hubbard there, getting
pushes West Central back. Going to be about half the distance, I think, because it's going to be at the 10. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Cougars at their own 10-yard line after the exchange of punts and the penalty. And Drew Barnett was stopped behind the line of scrimmage by number 61, Wyatt Beasley.
And by the way, another quality punt against the wind there, I might add, for Hubbard, and good defense there. And just
I'm going to call it a loss of a yard, so the ball back at the 9-yard line. 2nd and 11 for the West Central Cougars.
We're in a full house backfield still. Trying to take it through traffic there, and
don't know.
Lots of bodies.
I think that might have been Brandon Reed, I think, carrying the football. He gets back across the 10. Yeah, we're going to call it the 12-yard line.
Will be
gain of 3. So it's going to be 3rd down. And about 8 to go for the West Central Cougars.
Here comes a pass play. Rolling out, throwing.
Over the head of Lashman.
Triple coverage on Lashman and some good pursuit in the backfield by the Villa Grove defense. The front 7 there really did a nice job of putting pressure on Barnett there. And I'll tell you, that was a decent pass there, but that was just overthrown there.
He had to rush. He was flushed out of the pocket, rolled out to the right, kind of throwing on the run, and overthrew. Lashman seemed to be beating the defenders, but the pass was over his head.
Fumble! It's so loose. It's picked up by Stephen Miller. And Stephen Miller on the recovery as Corey Barnett was punting there, and fortunately for Villa Grove, Stephen Miller was in the area after it was bobbled there.
Have a legal procedure against West Central. The ball's marked at the 49 of West Central.
Mark Brooks, our referee here, he's going to sort things out here as Alan Patton mentioned the preliminary call there. So will this be a repunt or will it be a...
Your guess is as good as mine.
Here we go.
The illegal procedures declined, so Villa Grove will take the ball in West Central territory. So the punt just got across the midfield mark. It was fumbled by Villa Grove, but Stephen Miller was there to come up with a football. And Villa Grove has it 1st and 10 at the West Central 49-yard line.
Henderson gonna keep it, gonna pitch it. Frick, near side, breaks by 1. Nice power play there by Shane Frick, busting past that first contact, and he gets to about the 45. A hard-fought 4 yards for Mr. Frick, who got the first score of the game.
I think that was the first rushing carry for Shane Frick in the football game. He's caught 1 pass for 7 yards and a touchdown.
Make that a 5-yard gain there on that pitch out. Hubbard in motion, and a handoff to Frick.
He's got the first down, and then some.
Classic counterplay there, seal the right side, and Frick coming around the left side there, and he got a good
Frick
chunky
is
yardage.
a little slow getting up. They got to mark it at the 37. First and 10. 13 first downs for the Blue Devils unofficially.
7 yards in that last play. Hubbard is wing left, Frick is wing right, and there is Frick.
Tripped up just shy of the line of scrimmage. He may have gotten a yard or two on the play.
Keeps the clock going, 6:07 to play, third quarter.
Frick has carried 3 times, 3 straight plays here for the Blue Devils.
He's lined up wing right. Pitch out to Price, right side. Inside of 35, they're going to mark it at 34. It'll be third and about 6 to go. DeGroot there on the stop for the Cougars.
Price has carried 17 times for 69 yards and a touchdown for the Blue Devils.
Noah, John Henderson.
Kept it on the option play around the left side. And let's see where they got to mark it. About the 20.
They're at the 28. They need to get to the 27. So, yep, a yard away. John Henderson on the quarterback seat, looking to convert the 4th and 1, and he did. 4:53 left in the third quarter.
Henderson with 142 yards on 17 carries for the Blue Devils. So once again, the team of Henderson and Price doing a good job in making up for the loss of Ryan Pierce, who is in uniform today. I think they want to save him as much as they can.
Austin Hubbard
almost got away from a tackler.
To the 20.
Stumbles to the 20-yard line.
West Central now witnessing the misdirection mastery of Villa Grove. They can really razzle and dazzle. And
Henderson looks over to the sideline for the play. Got a wide receiver to the right. Wingbacks on each side.
Frick
stumbled but kept his balance.
Very close to the first down. They needed to get to the 16-yard line, and it is a first down.
Looks like he made it to 15, and he's down. He was slow to get up a little while ago.
Mm-hmm.
So it's ball. So while the training staff looks like he might be cramping a little bit. But first down, that's the 15th first down for the Blue Devils, as opposed to 6 for West Central. Give you that Blue Devil offensive line. Logan Volmer, number 77 at left tackle. Patrick Dahl at left guard, number 73. Bjorn Oberg, the center, at number 56. Wyatt Beasley, right guard, number 61. And Devin Frederick at right tackle, number 50. Noah Palmer, the tight end, number 4. Gabe Palmer, split end, number 34. John Henderson, the quarterback, number 6. Terrion Price at fullback, number 3. And the wingbacks are Austin Hubbard and Shane Frick.
Who's still being attended to on the field. The first 5 men that you mentioned, Alan Patton, all seniors, and I'll tell you, I bet they're very happy to make it a postseason play.
That really means a lot to a football team to have that senior experience on the offensive line, and they've done an excellent job. Ryan Pierce has rushed for over 1,500 yards. John Henderson is right around. Let's see. He started with 819. He's got 142, so he's about 960, something like that, for the season. And a good rushing attack for this Villa Grove Blue Devil team. And it all starts with John Henderson. He does such a good job of handling the options, fakes the handoffs, and it just really throws the defense.
It does.
Off guard. You never know where the play's coming from. And looks like Terrion Price is stretching a little bit just to, day like this, you may not be taking in as much fluid as you would if it was warmer, but it's still important to get those fluids in you to prevent the cramping.
And
Frick is up. He's walking off the field. He'll have to come out for a play.
Under his power, too. That's a good sign there.
Yep, Stephen Miller in on the offense now for Villa Grove. Miller, number 27, 5'8", 133-pound senior.
You mentioned
for the Blue Devils.
I want to say you mentioned John Henderson, and he's a junior, so we'll see him again next year. So,
and he'll have Terrion Price and Austin Hubbard back to lead the way. He'll have Noah Palmer to throw to at least. Here's Terrion Price over the right side. He's wrestled to the ground. He got maybe 2 on the play.
They're hitting a little harder, is West Central there. But Villa Grove is going to go about its business and keep on marching.
Hubbard wing back to the left, Miller to the right. The Palmers are on the right side. Henderson pitches to Miller. And Miller is going to be brought down at about the 10. Or thereabout. And let's see.
Was he inbounds or out of bounds? The referee or one of the referees here with the timeout signal indicating a
I think it went out of bounds, yeah. Out about the 11. So Miller carries the ball for the first time. He gets about 2 on the play.
3rd and 5. Henderson off the fake of the handoff, keeps it. He's inside the 5. 1st and goal to go, Blue Devils.
John Henderson on the keeper.
Fake to Terrion Price, and Villa Grove coaching staff is really upset at the officials. Now we got another Blue Devil down.
It was Beasley. He's up, number 61 there, but he's...
Ball was marked down at the 5. 1st and goal for the Blue Devils.
1st and goal for your Blue Devils.
Gets about 6 on the play. And it's 1st and goal at the 5-yard line for the Blue Devils.
Less than 3 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Henderson under center. Hubbard in motion. And it's Henderson fumble. Loose ball. It's still loose.
Villa Grove. I think Villa Grove came up with it.
Austin Hubbard there.
Austin Hubbard recovers the fumble. No, let's see. They're going to say at the 5. So there was Henderson got to about the 3, I think, and the ball was punched away.
It was loose for a while there, I'll tell you. It was up for grabs for.
So it's going to be 2nd and goal at the 5.
Here's Price trying to power his way in, and he stopped about a yard shy of the goal line.
Terrion Price going around to the left side. Let's see. Looks like say the 3-yard line.
3rd and goal from the 3. Price.
Price
Stop short.
Stop short, so it's going to be about a 4th and goal at the 1.
1 minute 35 left in the 3rd.
Of course, Villa Grove can run as much clock as they want. They're up by 26 points. Henderson under center, single setback is Price, and we've got a whistle and a flag on the just prior to the snap. Let's see. Offsides against.
Offsides against the Cougars.
Against West Central.
So they'll be about they'll be at the half-yard line.
Yep. So it's still 4th and goal inside the 1. A good push. And Henderson is in. He went to the left side of center and found a hole and slid in for the touchdown.
40-8.
That's his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And earlier in this third quarter, Terrion Price picked up his 10th rushing touchdown of the season as well.
So that makes it 40-8 in favor of the Blue Devils.
1:11 left in this third quarter.
Henderson with 149 yards on 19 carries. Oberg will attempt to kick the extra point. And a little hesitation, and the kick was blocked.
Oh, running into the kicker maybe.
Well, I don't think he got hit. I think Henderson was the one. And now we've got a scuffle on the field. And
you don't get a play next week if you get thrown out. You don't get a play next week if you get
the
thrown
coaching staff immediately
they're
making sure they're
somebody ran into John Henderson after the kick was blocked. I think that was the initial penalty, and then there was a scuffle near the goal line. The coaches came out, for Villa Grove to pull away their players. Somebody up here in the press box mentioned that if you get kicked out of a game for fighting, you can't play the next game, and they're going to need everybody they can get against Maroa Forsyth. So the officials are huddling. The kick was no good. And tempers are getting pretty short.
Well, I'll tell you, West Central, they were hitting hard on that particular drive there, and I'll tell you, a good deal of it probably out of frustration there with being down by a sizable margin, and well, we'll get things sorted out hopefully, and then thankfully cooler heads prevail. Probably that little fracas there, probably about 30 seconds, about 30 to 45 seconds long there, and thankfully it didn't go longer than it did, and coaching staff immediately there for Villa Grove to try to, like as you said, Alan, pull those players apart, and okay. And Mark Brooks, go on.
That was a 15-play drive for 49 yards for the Blue Devils, with Henderson taking at the final foot or two.
Mark Brooks is going to sort it out. He's our referee here. Unsportsmanlike against both teams, and we have some ejections maybe.
Who over there gets thrown out? There's no way.
So the officials conferring. Coaches are talking to their players. So I don't know. Well, like I said, I wish we had the referee's mic so we can kind of find out what's going on. But we just kind of have to see who is still in, who's not. And I think looks like they're putting in a lot of players that aren't seeing a lot of action. I think just to kind of prevent against somebody getting ejected or getting in a fight.
Noah Palmer there is walking along the sideline there. Ryan Pierce, number 22 there. He give him a little encouragement there. Looks like Noah Palmer, number 4, may have maybe the one that was ejected there.
Yeah. It was hard to
Villa Grove.
tell
And
because the scuffle took place between the 5 and the goal line, and there were several players there, and we really don't know what transpired and who was doing it. But let's see. I think Oberg will kick off for Villa Grove.
Scuffle aside, a great game for Noah Palmer today.
Yeah, I think be interesting to see what shakes out because of this. As we said, if you're ejected from a game for fighting, you're suspended for the next game, and I'm sure Chad Musselman knows he's going to need as many people as he can to go up against possibly Maroa Forsyth. Here's a line drive kick that hits an up man. Looked like that hit number 24, Trevor Cawthon. And he was kind of backtracking, waiting to form the wedge or whatever for the kicker, for the kick return. The ball hit him and bounced off.
He was simply in the way there. You know. No malice there. No.
Wrong place, wrong time.
Yes, exactly. And
ball's going to be marked at the West Central 45.
And I say that considering on the heels of that scuffle and there. So okay, here we go. We're back to playing high school football here.
We have a new quarterback. Looks like Austin Bays, Drew Barnett. So maybe Corey Barnett was one of the players. Well, wait. Drew Barnett was the ball carrier.
For 8
he
yards.
Gets the 47. So a gain of about 8. It's going to be 2nd and 2.
They went from the 45 to the Villa Grove 47.
Bays is back at quarterback. And he's going to hand off to, is that Reed? I think that was Brandon Reed.
Yes.
He gets across the 45 to the 43, I'm going to say. Gain of about 4. It's first down. So my guess is Corey Barnett has been ejected because Austin Bays is at quarterback now for the Cougars. He's going to keep it himself. He's hit at the line of scrimmage and dropped.
30 seconds left in this third quarter.
No gain on the play for Bays. And it's going to be 2nd down and 10. Ball at the Villa Grove 43-yard line. Let's see. Looks like a number 40. Well,
48, that's Kobe Hoover.
Kobe Hoover is in the backfield.
Drew Barnett got the carry.
He may have gotten a yard or two. I think that's the end. Was that the end of the third quarter?
It is.
Okay. They're going to mark the ball about the 41. So it's going to be 3rd down and 8 for the West Central Cougars as we come to the end of the third quarter here at Villa Grove. The score after 3, it's Villa Grove 40, West Central 8.